Another sleepless night begins, my fellow insomnials. Tonight's disturbing true story began when 13-year-old Mary Louise Day vanished. Whispers slithered through the neighborhood. Tales of a monstrous stepfather, William Hoole, a man whose smile hid a heart of ice, and a mother, Charlotte, a woman adrift in a sea of denial. Her eyes vacant, her lips sealed with a chilling silence. "We're not allowed to talk about Mary," Kathy tells her sister Sherry. 35 years of searching, a relentless quest for a sister lost, a truth buried beneath layers of lies and deceit. The backyard, a scene from a macabre dream, yielded its secrets. All 4 cadaver dogs found something. A child's shoe, a relic of innocence, trampled underfoot. But where was Mary? The earth remained silent. The trail led to Kansas, a desperate journey into the heart of darkness. Charlotte and William Hoole, their faces etched with the lines of guilt and fear, spun their web of deceit, their words laced with chilling inconsistencies. "This case just gets weirder and weirder," detectives say. And then a phantom emerged from the desert, a woman in Phoenix claiming Mary's name. Interrogations, DNA tests, a forensic dance with the ghosts of the past, a desperate attempt to unravel the truth, a truth so twisted that it would leave investigators and Mary's own sisters grappling with the unthinkable. What really happened to Mary Louise Day? The answer lies hidden, waiting to be unearthed. But be warned, some secrets are best left buried. The air hung heavy with the scent of decay, even in the stifling California heat. Sherry Calgaro, her face a mask of grief and suspicion, stared at the parched earth. It's been 35 years since her sister Mary vanished, swallowed by the gaping maw of the unknown. The memories, like cobwebs, clung to her, the unstable childhood. Sherry, Mary, and their third sister Kathy grew up in an unstable home, bouncing from foster home to foster home throughout their childhood before returning to their birth mother, Charlotte. Her birth mother was a woman adrift in a sea of denial, now tethered to a new anchor, a man named William Hoole, a beast in uniform, his eyes holding the glint of a monster. Hoole brought an icy terror into their lives. Mary Day ended up in protective custody in December 1980 while in Hawaii. Detectives say that her stepfather, William Howell, had been reportedly physically abusing her. But fate, a cruel mistress, intervened, and Mary was released from protective custody and was returned to them, a lamb led to slaughter. One night, under the watchful gaze of a blood-red moon, the Howells ventured out, leaving Mary at home. Upon their return, a chilling tableau awaited them. William Hoole's beloved dog, a creature of privilege and indulgence, lay stricken, its lifeblood ebbing away. A wave of rage, a monstrous tide, washed over Howell. Mary, he declared, had poisoned the creature, a monstrous act of defiance against his authority. The air crackled with the promise of violence, a chilling prelude to the horror that followed. The next morning, Mary was gone, vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a trail of whispers and fear. Kathy, her younger sister, her eyes wide with terror, dared to ask the unthinkable. Where was Mary? Charlotte, her voice brittle, her eyes avoiding Kathy's accusing gaze, offered a chilling explanation. Mary had run away, a flimsy veil draped over the monstrous truth, and then the chilling edict. Never speak of Mary again. The years crawled by. Sherry, driven by a relentless need for truth, went to visit her mother, Charlotte and Howell, in their new domain, a bleak landscape in the concrete jungle of New York. She dared to utter the forbidden name, "Where's Mary?" only to be met with the same chilling refrain. "She ran away," Charlotte hissed, her voice laced with a venomous finality. Kathy, forever trapped in the web of fear, echoed the chilling decree. "We're not allowed to talk about Mary." Sherry, a mere child of 10 when Mary vanished, carried the weight of this unsolved mystery into adulthood. In 1994, she finally broke the silence, filing a missing persons report. Years passed. In 2002, the Seaside Police Department, stirred from its slumber, took up the case, breathing life into the cold trail. A ghostly image of Mary, an age progression photo conjured by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, was generated, a haunting reminder of the girl lost, the life stolen. In 2003, a detective, guided by Kathy's trembling hand, returned to the scene of the crime, the Hole's former home in Seaside, a place where the air itself seemed to whisper of secrets buried beneath the soil. Kathy, her voice barely a whisper, pointed to a forgotten corner of the backyard, a place forbidden. "My parents told me never to play there," she murmured, her eyes wide with a terror that transcended time. The detective, his senses heightened, summoned a team of cadaver dogs, their noses twitching, their instincts honed to detect the scent of death. One by one, the dogs, those harbingers of truth, converged on the forbidden corner. The earth yielded its gruesome secret. A child's shoe, a relic of innocence, a chilling testament to a life cut short. The trail led to Kansas, where Charlotte and Hoole had sought refuge from the ghosts of their past. Charlotte, her face a mask of practiced innocence, agreed to speak with the detectives, repeating her mantra, her chilling litany. Mary ran away. But even as she spoke the words, her eyes betrayed her, revealing the darkness that lurked within. The detectives, their senses tingling, noted the inconsistencies, the subtle shifts in their carefully crafted narrative, the telltale signs of a monstrous deception. The evidence mounted, the shoe, the conflicting statements, the chilling aura of the Hools themselves. The detectives, their minds made up, believed they were on the verge of uncovering a horrific truth, a tale of murder most foul. But the universe, ever the master of the macabre, had one more twist in store, a chilling turn of events that would send the investigation spiraling into uncharted territory. 9 months after interviewing the couple, a phantom emerged from the desert. A woman pulled over during a routine traffic stop in Phoenix, Arizona. The name echoed through the corridors of the police station. A name whispered in hushed tones. Mary Day. A detective, his heart pounding with a mixture of hope and trepidation, journeyed to Phoenix, a desert mirage shimmering in the heat. He met the woman who claimed to be Mary, a creature of flesh and blood, yet somehow wrong. She spoke of terrible memories, fragments of a shattered past, but it was the memories she couldn't recall that sent a chill down his spine. The void, the gaping hole in her narrative, spoke volumes, hinting at a darkness that lay buried deep. Doubt gnawed at the detective. Was this truly Mary, or a cunning imposter? A phantom mimicking the lost child? A convenient apparition after all trails pointed to the Hools. A DNA test, the ultimate arbiter of truth, was ordered, and the results positive. A chilling twist of fate, a cruel joke played by the universe. The case, seemingly closed, was anything but. Sherry, her heart filled with a cautious hope, extended an invitation, a lifeline to this woman who claimed her sister's name. Mary moved in, a stranger in their midst, a ghost haunting the halls of their family home. Sherry's doubts grew with each passing day. This Mary, this creature of the desert, spoke with a southern drawl, an accent utterly foreign to the Mary she remembered. In 2017, Judy Veloz, then acting chief of the Seaside Police Department, took up the cold case, determined to unravel the truth. She journeyed to Missouri, where Mary resided, a woman fading into the shadows of illness and time. Mary, her voice weak, her memories fractured, spoke of a woman named Maury Kimmel, a guardian angel who had sheltered her after her escape, a year of solace before she vanished once more. As Veloz pursued this new lead, a chilling piece of the puzzle emerged. A relative of Maury Kimmel possessed a photograph, a snapshot of Mary taken after the alleged murder. The image, a ghost from the past, shattered the carefully constructed narrative, proving that Mary had lived beyond the timeline of their darkest fears. Veloz, armed with this spectral evidence, closed the case, a chapter of horror seemingly brought to an end. Sherry, still haunted by the specter of her sister, visited Mary in Missouri, seeking closure, a final answer to the questions that had plagued her for a lifetime. She emerged from the encounter a weary warrior, declaring that this woman, this enigma, was indeed her sister, Mary. Shortly after, Mary passed away, taking her secrets with her to the grave. The detectives, confronted with Veloz's report, were forced to reconsider their conclusions, to acknowledge the possibility that they had been wrong. Yet, the seeds of doubt remained, a chilling suspicion that refused to die. The DNA, the photograph. Could they merely prove that this woman was another of Charlotte's lost daughters, a phantom child, and not the Mary they sought? And what of the cadaver dogs, those spectral guides? What of the Hools' lies? If the body in the backyard was not Mary, then whose remains lay buried beneath the California soil? And remember, if you sleep, you'll make it easier for them